So I knew I wanted to do another video for this channel, but I was kind of debating what I wanted to do it on, and I thought nothing better than to just describe what it is I do on a day-to-day basis and really describe my business model, because it's a lot of misconceptions that surround doing Lego YouTube. And I think just putting it out there and explaining my job in that, it's more than just I set up the camera, I film, and then I go and I edit and I post. It's a lot of ideation that's involved. It's a lot of directing and managing that's involved. And I think that it would just be cool for me personally. That's the only reason I do any of the videos on this channel, is just so I could go back and watch 10 years from now, because I'm sure it'll be way different than from how I'm operating right now. But this is how I do it right now. I run the Republic Studs and Studs YouTube channels. Cumulatively, we are edging around 800,000 subscribers, 900,000, somewhere around there. We're very close between all the platforms and everything else. So it is October 22nd, 2025 at 6 p.m. Now, I'll just kind of walk you through like the infrastructure of the business. We have the two main channels. We have a compilations channel. We have this channel. This channel is not really a part of the business, but the main channel is the one, Republic Stud. That's what I started on. It's not the primary focus, but it is what I use to put sponsors on. It's where I put my more high effort content that involves almost exclusively official Lego. And it's usually the channel that I put all my brand deals on. It gets better overall average viewership per video. And also it has a much higher propensity audience, I think. So I'm pretty certain about that. And I've had some of my better projects that are more passion projects and projects that I'm very proud of, from building all the presidents to building just American history in general, doing the World War II video where I got to interview World War II veterans and put that in. And there are plenty of great projects on that channel in particular. It's really lots of works of art. And that started off just simply as me and my editor. Well, it started off as me. And then once I started making enough, I hired an editor, James, and he and I went at it and really kind of built out a style for that channel. And then it ended up growing. We started adding animations in, doing that type of stuff. And then we just would tag sponsors in. The more recent development that has been pretty much a primary focus since July of this year, it has been the Studs channel. First off, picking that name was a risk because it's such a generic name. Like if you look up Studs, like the little Lego pieces show up or the little earrings show up, but you have to add Lego next to it or like something like that, and people will find it. And if you go and look up Studs on YouTube, I'm the first one that shows up, which is awesome. And my logic with that was like, I'll just be big enough that I'll just be known as Studs and it'll be fine, because that's what people have always called me. So it's just kind of funny. I always wanted to drop the Republic on Republic Studs, but I'll leave it as that for now, and we'll make this new one Studs, because it right now has much better momentum than the Republic Studs channel. We did about 50,000 subscribers last month, which is crazy. Anyway, the infrastructure for that channel is way more interesting in my opinion. For that channel, we have a couple editors that are also proficient in animation, and that was always something that was important to me when I was looking to hire editors, is that that was a skill set that they had. So we have Jade and we have Robbie. Robbie we just brought on literally a couple days ago, and that's very exciting. We literally brought him on yesterday. He and Jade are right now working actually on a main channel video for 99 Nights in the Forest on Republic Studs. Benji, on the other hand, has been head of the editing on the Studs channel. We do daily uploads on there, and he really has it down to a science. We are able to basically put out one a day right now, or that's what we have been doing. I've been struggling to keep up, to be honest with you, just because my schedule has been nuts and we're doing a bunch of crazy collaborations. We're going to get it up to 2 a day. It's just building a bit of a formula for it. I'm in my Jersey studio right now in my parents' basement. So thanks, Mom and Dad. I know they're watching this. And then we have things like the Instagram and TikTok and the overall short forms and the compilation. So I need to dive into all those. So the compilation one's a new one. It's under the name Florida Studs, and it's for Florida Man. Basically, we take our videos that we already have on the Studs channel that maybe aren't being filtered in the algorithm as much. We're putting them in these longer compilation formats, and then we're just pumping them out. And we put out one a day. I have that being run by my Canadian buddy, and he's really good with YouTube, and he's kind of just been running that on his own. I have very little input on that, which is awesome, and he does a very good job with it because it really nails the style of thumbnail and the packaging that I want to do. I just do like the intro audio sometimes, so we'll have like a new intro that we'll tag on, and then we'll just edit the rest of the videos and tag them next to each other, and you end up having a 40-50 minute long video. YouTube likes to target longer watch times, so every now and then you get one that hits and it does really well. So that's been another main focus of the Studs channel in particular, is just making longer videos that are like the delta between a video that's like 12 minutes and a video that's 20 minutes is crazy. Even if you get like half the views, a lot of times you can make the equivalent amount of money that you would on that 12-minute one. And that's been huge for me, because I think the issue in the Lego space as a whole, as of late, was all the videos were quick cuts and they were lots of shots and lots of angles. It's very high quality and I love it, and I love doing that, and I still do it. Just not in the same way, because I want to be able to just give more content. And if I could do more content content with less shots, then I'm going to. And I think the entertainment value is the same. You don't need to have a million different camera angles to make an engaging and fun and entertaining video. You can make it in just a few. And having a team of people around that is great. So the team for the Studs channel basically is 3 people. And then we also have a guy who runs my Instagram and TikTok. Those are not primary focuses. They have followers. They each have like 90,000 followers, give or take. They're not a priority. They're not a focus. I don't believe in the platforms the way I believe in YouTube. I believe in YouTube fervently as a platform. I can't say the same for TikTok. And Instagram has its merits for sure. And I like Instagram a lot, but it's not my favorite platform. I just don't think it's as engaging, especially on the entertainment front. I think the entertainment on Instagram is a lot less valuable. Yeah, I think that's the right word. I think when you go on YouTube, for me, I like listening to entrepreneurial content very frequently. Alex Hormozi, Gary Vee, those types of guys. So it feels very valuable to watch. And I don't think that Instagram has the same input. You get like the short clips, but the short clips, they just don't do it for me. It's just time warp. I don't remember. If you ask me the short that I saw 3 days ago, I really can't tell you unless it really, really, really made an impact. Now, in terms of like how I get my sponsorships and how we do some of the cool integrations, there are 2 ways I do it. And one is I have an agency. I'm not like religious to agencies. Right now I'm working with In the Black, but there are plenty of different agencies. It's whoever gets me the deals, I'm happy to work with, and they'll be pitching me. And for me, it's just a volume game. So the more pitches you put out, the better odds you get of getting deals. And that's what we'll do. We can tag them into the videos. And I also try to do fun collaboration. That's my personal joy. We're doing one tomorrow with the Rizzler, and I'm beyond stoked for it. And with the Rizzler, it's just been a series of making connections, being in the right place at the right time. You can kind of will these things to happen if you really try. Message people on LinkedIn, find out their producer, find out their agent, write cold emails, present your value that you give to the person and why they should give you 30 seconds to a minute of your time. You can say, hey, I get this many views. Truth be told, in this day and age, it's not that hard to get 100,000 views. If you just wanna, if you post like 100 videos, and they could be the worst videos in the world, there's a very solid shot that one of them pops off. And it takes work. You have to do it, and you have to just post 100 kind of crappy videos. One will do well, and then you get to go to everyone and say, our channel has over 100,000 viewers. And that makes it a lot easier to get the attention of people, just practically speaking, if you want to be able to do that. Not everyone exactly knows how materially each view is, and that's kind of my frustration on a personal level. For instance, I had an Instagram post. This Instagram post got 2 million likes, and it got 60 million impressions. 60 million. For context, America as a country is 320 million. So it's a large chunk of America. That's bigger than New York City. More people than New York City it had an impression on. More people than LA. I'm pretty sure both those combined, it had more of an impression then. But what does that mean? Because people are just seeing a lot when they're scrolling on their feeds. And 60 million impressions, it sounds great on paper, but it doesn't materially lead to anything, even equivalent to that number. Although that Instagram post was ridiculous. I think it made $4,000 or something stupid. I'd never seen anything like it before, and I'd never seen it again since. That was 2 years ago. We keep trying to replicate it, and it never has happened. But that's why you just keep being persistent, and posting Instagram pictures is not hard work, to be honest. And I have my manager doing it. I don't even have Instagram on my phone. I don't have YouTube on my phone. I don't have TikTok on my phone. I try not to watch social media at all because I think it's distracting. And for what I want to do in life, I just don't need it. For some people, it's fine. And I do still I go on my laptop if I need to respond to DMs, and I like to keep up with what people are doing. I keep it on here just because this is a physical place I can put away. It's not like my phone where I have all my family contacts and stuff that I need to be attached to. So there's that. Here, wait, I'll just show you how I operate because I find it interesting. Here's a week I had in August. So we had this, we were meeting with Alex. He runs the Jelly and Ducky channel, and we just talk YouTube, and then we just had the film schedule. I have these little gaps here. Sometimes I have things in here like firefighting and just personal life stuff, obviously. There's literally a thing called firefight. I have time to stuff just so I remember to actually do it because that's important because you have to do it within certain times, part of being Jewish, and I really, really try to be good about it. And yeah, in total, I end up working probably close to 9-ish hours, 10-ish hours a day. By the time you actually break it down, I'm thinking about it constantly. I think about this stuff my whole day. This consumes 90% of my brain space right now, which probably isn't healthy, but I don't care. Great things weren't built by unfocused people. So I'm on the final trek to get cross-platform to 1 million followers between TikTok, Instagram, the YouTube channels, and that's going to be the goal by the end of 2025, and then we'll see where next year goes. And I did something at the beginning of this year, and I regret doing it, where I kind of set my goals for where I wanted to be by the end of the year. I filmed it January 15. I was okay, this is what I want to do going into the end of this year. And 2025 threw me so many curveballs I was not expecting. And I'm operating, I feel like a completely different person coming out of it, just with the levels of knowledge I have and things I've taken in. And that's a really good thing. If you're going to become better, that's a good thing. And I think I've gotten better and I've learned a lot. It's been really interesting since I dropped out of college. And I don't think I've ever publicly said that. Let me know if that would be an interesting video subject matter. Anyways, that's it. I just wanted to kind of cover how my business works. That's what I'm doing. This is how I operate on a day-to-day basis. That's going to be changing, hopefully. And I'd like to actually, maybe I'll do like a day in the life like vlog now. I did one from when I was in high school, but I don't operate the same way at all. And the videos are very different now. So yeah, in terms of what's coming up this week, we have the Rizzler thing. We have a Clone Army video I want to do because I've done one of these every year and it's Republic Studs. Like I have to. And I think it would be fun just to put the Republic Studs channel. It's going to be like a nice video. It's not going to be crazy. And then it's prepping to go back to Florida to wrap out Q4. Should be hopefully one of the craziest I've ever seen. Anyways, with all that said, God bless. Stay awesome.